I 27, she 25, cheated on me for 2.5 years, how to deal with this situation? Hi there, this will be a hard one, never did this before but I really need some advice. I can't figure this out on my own as I don't have any family anymore or any really friends I can go to with this. So, I have been in a relationship for 4 years with my wife now and married here about 1 ago. Now after about 2 years we were together, she went to a spa with a girlfriend. She said to me, that same day that friend came to my house to ask back for an item she lent from her. I was shocked and asked her if she wasn't at the spa with her. I called her all day, didn't get a response, only to figure out she had been there with another guy and he's then girlfriend. She cheated on me with both of them back then. We were in a pretty bad state at that time in our relationship and we both talked about it and I could get her reasoning, not that I did accept it, but we talked about it and told ourselves the relationship still could be saved as we both did still love each other, and I really had seen she was sad with herself for the next few weeks. Now, about a week ago, I saw her phone on the table with a message and a heart on it as I wanted to see how late it was and didn't have my own with me, but it wasn't my name next to it. Now I asked her about it and she told me he sent it by accident. Now this situation still was lingering in my mind, but I remembered the name of the person and it was the exact same as from back then 2 years ago, so I am purely disgusted by this action of myself but needed to know the truth, so I got the phone number from the guy and called him just to have a chat and ask himself. So now this person thinks I'm her roommate. She told me I beat her, stole her money and always kicked her out to do the deed with different persons every time. None of this ever happened, just to be clear. We CONF rented her with both me and the guy, and she apparently was dating this guy since that spa event. I told the guy I wasn't mad at him as he was told a BS story, as was I. Now as the guy left we talked. Eventually she came with her own idea to give it another shot by me installing spyware on all her devices. I do development and learned hacking at school, so this wasn't out of reach. So I told her I would give it another shot, but I don't really know how to feel to this, nor how to react to this due to this final thing. She always had some problems with expressing herself a bit too much due to clothing. This was due to some traumas from her stepfather for several years. She told me this in the beginning before I could even tell my mother had the same experience with her father. Due to this I know how such traumas can change someone in a bad way, as my mother had borderline and multiple other issues due to this. So I know it isn't completely her fault, as she told me she always had impulses like this but not to this degree. Just pictures. We are going to a professional with this as she wanted this to be resolved herself, but as an addict, today isn't always the day the addiction will go. But still in the end, I love her, want to help her, but I don't want to destroy myself in the end mentally due to recurring situations like this. Comment. Divorce her. She cheated on you for 2.5 years after she was already caught. She lied to the guy about you. Doesn't matter why she did it or if it's her fault, it is. She gonna keep cheating and it's going to get worse each time. She had a boyfriend for 2 years, that is not an impulsive act. Also she admits to cheating in other ways on you. You always have to be your number one priority in life. No one is going to do that for you. You can choose to help her, or choose to do what is best for yourself. You don't get to have both in this situation. You are already destroying yourself by giving her another chance. This behavior of hers isn't going to change. She will just go find another guy to start up with. Why every time someone gets caught cheating they blame it on past trauma? How about getting some therapy and talking about it and not screwing someone else? Save yourself the pain and get out of this marriage before it completely wrecks your life. Next story 2. Husband continues to delay communicating with me about the state of our relationship. Am I exhibiting anxious attachment style and pushing husband away, or is husband up to no good? We have been growing apart for quite some time. The occurrences: he seems emotionally unavailable, stays out late at night for work, building relationships. Work and relationship building occur at restaurants, bars, hotels, and strip clubs. He texts late at night into the morning while ignoring texts/calls from me. Late night texts have included texting with female, S. Deleted all of those texts and wouldn't call her on speakerphone for me. Hotels were booked for a buddy who was cheating on his girlfriend. Denied having a second cell phone, but hidden work phone was found. He wouldn't tell me the phone number to that cell phone, claiming that he didn't even know it. He wouldn't even let me see that phone, claiming that it contained confidential work info on it. Drinking has increased, sleeps a lot if/when home, works out of town half the week so is tired, won't share whereabouts, in fact, disabled location. Viagra was found in work bag supposedly given to him as a joke. Missing pills were given to friends. I am not included in his work functions/events. So much more. We have become distant and I do ask a lot of questions due to all of the discrepancies in answers/actions. He says, I fail to make him feel like the king of the house, he works hard to provide us our way of living, but I don't cook, clean, initiate intimacy. He feels like I leave everything up to him in terms of our relationship, and all I do is ask too many questions, seek ways to find discrepancies to use against him later. I am not nice to him and don't talk to him like I do others. My response, correct, I really don't cook. I don't deep clean. I do work full-time outside of the home. I do ask a lot of questions because he won't willingly share details. I want follow-through. If he tells me he is going to be home on a certain date, I would like for that to happen instead of him staying at an Airbnb until he feels like coming home. I don't talk with him like I do my friend because a friend would willingly share stories, and he doesn't. 20 years of marriage, 1 kid. Separated and heading for divorce? Do I have anxious attachment style? I am willing to work on improving myself for the benefit of our relationship and child, but I need to know all info, need to feel included, safe, and loved. I want to know his whereabouts and updated with his schedule. I want to be reassured that no else is in his life, emotionally or physically. If there is, tell me the truth so I can move forward with or without him. Is that unreasonable? I ask that we talk about all of this, and it is never a good time for him. I do worry that the longer we are separated, the sooner I will have the IDGAF attitude. There is so much more to this that I am not sharing. He keeps extending his Airbnb and saying that we will talk. How long should I allow this to occur? Comment. So sorry, but yes, you need to leave. If my wife did even 1/100th of what this guy is doing to you, I'd be gone, and I suspect that would apply to most people. Sounds like he may be giving you all the reasons to initiate the next step because he doesn't, for whatever reason, feel like doing it himself. Unfortunate that he put it on you to act, but it sounds like that is the reality. Not excusing any behavior, but 50 is generally a rough time, particularly for men, so maybe worth a factor in your calculus. Firstly, I'm so sorry you're going through this. Trust is the foundation of any relationship, and it sounds like there's been a significant breach here. The scenarios you've described can indeed be distressing, and it's natural to want clarity and reassurance. Trust your instincts and prioritize your emotional well-being. If the Viagra discovery has added to your concerns, and you're seeking information on that front, Canada Discount Pharmacy *com may offer insights. However, in terms of your relationship, couples counseling could be beneficial. It offers a neutral space for both of you to openly communicate feelings, concerns, and intentions. Whatever you decide, ensure it aligns with what's best for you and your well-being. I'm so confused about what he wants. Being ghosted after things went so well just doesn't add up. I'm at a loss right now, and I need some advice because none of my friends, nor myself, can figure out what happened. So, I've been talking to this guy on Snapchat for 8 months, I'm 20, he's 19. We finally decided to meet each other in person because it was going so well. We constantly talked all day, our families knew about one another, etc. From the moment we walked up to each other in person, it was just natural. We clicked. In fact, The first day together we spent over hours together. From around noon to 2 a.m., and he sleeps over 10 hours a day, so that's pretty significant. We spent all day together, went to dinner, and after each activity, he would ask to go more places with me. He asked, not me. He also invited me to his house, introduced me to both of his parents, and his sister. Then after getting dinner, ice cream, talking for hours, that whole shebang, he then asked me to go to a nightclub with him because he wanted to spend more time with me. The next day, he had family come in from out of town, the mom mentioned it, so I know it's not a lie, and was a bit more distant, but I knew that would happen. However, he sent me periodic texts trying to figure out when we could see each other, then sent me our song by Taylor Swift because he was thinking of me. Then when I asked why he was absent, he sent a text reassuring that if he weren't serious, he wouldn't have taken me to his house and introduced me to his family. Which was then followed by a long text basically clearly saying that he's scared because of the distance, scared of me hurting him or vice versa, and scared that he won't be able to meet me needs/wants. Then poof. Ghosted me. We're still friends on all social media platforms. He hasn't completely cut me out, but I'm just confused. I've been with a lot of guys, and no one compares to him. No one. I guess I just need advice. Since he's younger, maybe he needs time to go find himself and date around. I really don't want to lose him, especially after everything went so amazingly.